Josh was a little wee one, less than 6, I think. Less than 8, certainly. So it's a long time ago.
Okay.
More than 20 years.
So we've got some work to do on the legs, the feet, around the place.
And my right leg does swell up. I don't know why, but it does swell up. And then your jeans legs get stuck on it and it itches like hell on the shin bone.
So it'll be lymphatic congestion. Okay. So with the little pinky toe, is it there or is it further down?
Just most of the time you wake up in the middle of the night and it's hurting like hell. So sometimes it'll be, it can also be when you've been out all day and when you get home and put your legs up on a footstool, it does improve.
Okay.
Sometimes it just decides to hurt for fun.
So I'm just going to stack in the energy of all the little painful areas. What were you saying about the inside of the arm? Were you sort of pointing in here somewhere on one of the arms?
I said this thing.
Okay.
Oh, it's not so much pain as I've grown these ugly things. This elbow in particular, lesser on the other one, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah, when we're building up that, so it could be like a bit of psoriasis or eczema or something, or just dead skin that's growing for some reason.
Yeah.
You've never had, all that fluid like gout in the elbows or anything?
I had that thing that looked like a peach last July, or an apricot. It was only as big as an apricot, really. That was on one of my elbows. Remember, it came up when I was in America?
Yeah, right, okay.
I don't know what it... I mean, the doctor said it wasn't anything to go away. He said he could drain it and that might cause it to cause an inflammation.
Yeah, okay.
Thing. But I figured it'd just go away and it did.
Right. So the first circuit's, no surprise, just showing lymphatic congestion through your legs. So after you've had big cramps, the muscle fibres just get really tight. So then the lymph can't take nutrients into it or you can't get waste products away. So it just sort of gets all jammed. And normally that yoga you did...
Yin yoga.
The yin yoga, like normally that's easy, whereas it wasn't
No, it was
last
different
night.
sort. Last night it was easy. It nearly killed me the night before.
Okay, so I'm going to stretch this little guy. Hold up for me.
Oh!
No. And what about this one? And hold up for me. No. Okay. So those muscles, they're all really tight, because they've had a cramp, they're all still...
I knew that was sad.
Yeah, they're not happy. And this side, hold up. Okay. And hold up. So we'll reset this. Flexor hallucis longus. Breathe in. Breathe out and push. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and push. And breathe in. Breathe out and push. So you've got bursitis in the right hip.
Oh.
And bursitis in the left shoulder.
Well, it's in all 4 of them apparently, but that's where it's hurting at present.
Okay. So I'll check your, actually reset. Let's see. And hold. And hold. Good. Let's check the femur bones and make sure they're sitting in the hip sockets properly. So just knife hand on the femur and hold up for me. Knife hand. Okay, so that one's okay, but this one isn't. So bending the right leg.
Right.
Yeah, well, certainly the femur bone isn't quite in here, and it only has to be out a fraction, or the inflammation can throw it out, So if an area is inflamed, there's generally more blood supply, lymph supply, or an area is swollen. And hold. That's better. Let me just check to see whether the body... I'm just going to push the whole leg into that joint and hold.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
right.
Sorry, do that.
Hold the arm up. No.
Ah.
So it doesn't like that. What if we stretch it? Hold. So that's just me pushing into the joint. Hold up. And your body doesn't like it, which no surprise means that when you're standing on here, something along this leg doesn't like it. So we're not surprised about this, but let's just reset that. So firstly, I'm going to pull on your leg. I want you to breathe in. When you're breathing out, just pull your leg back towards yourself.
I'm breathing out.
Breathe in, breathe out, and pull your leg back towards yourself. Perfect. Breathe in, breathe out and pull. And breathe in, breathe out and pull. Cool. So we'll see whether that's enough to de-stress that. So pushing into the joint and hold up. Good. Now let's check this leg as well. Hold and hold. No, that's all good. I'll just double check the femurs. Hold, because we've reset the joints. No, that's good. Now because that right hip is playing up, we'll just check a few local muscles in here. So firstly, have you had that nerve pain in your butt, like sciatic pain?
In this butt usually.
Okay. So we'll check the
But it is where I did pull a muscle years ago at the meatworks.
Okay. So bend the leg, let the leg fall in. Now to hold there, don't let me pull out. Hold. No, that's perfect. Rock solid. Bend and hold in, don't let me push out.
Oh!
All right. So the left piriformis isn't working. I'm going to also check the glutes. Hold straight up for me. Hold up. That's fine. This one, hold straight up. That's fine. So really just that piriformis on the left, which means that's the muscle that strangles the sciatic nerve when it's too tight.
Right.
So therefore it can cause that nerve pain, down through your butt and down through the leg. So it relates to the sex meridian, I think. Hold in, don't let me push out. Perfect.
The sex meridian.
Yeah, circulation of the sex organs.
Right.
Okay, now let's check these little shoulder muscles on the inside. So I'm just pushing your shoulder back towards the table. Hold up for me. That's fine. Pushing this one back towards the table. Hold up for me. No. So this one needs resetting. So that's just stretching the pec minor. Breathe in, breathe out and lift up towards my hand. Perfect. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. Beautiful. So just stretching that and hold your arm up again. Beautiful. Okay, so now once again, because these legs are so sore, I'll just do another circuit with them. So all I'm doing is just stacking in the muscle stress. And I assume it's not as bad up here as it is down here.
The only places I know is swelling is because my shin bones ache. They itch like hell. And my pants keep getting stuck up halfway through my shin. Most of the time the pain is something that I can stand.
Yeah.
Oh, I can stand.
Actually, that makes me think there's also, how I did this one before, there's also another one we can do this direction. Hold up for me. Yeah, right. Hold up for me. That's the, it's the tibialis muscles along here. So they don't like being stretched either. Do you get shin splints? Like if you do a lot of walking on concrete or bitumen, do you get real pain in your shins?
It's been too long ago to tell you.
Okay. So, but basically...
I've been mainly doing the stretching things like yoga and Pilates and dance.
Yeah.
Not the things that had hurt.
Not banging the pavement.
Well, no, because my bursitis is enough to discourage it.
Yes. So what I'm going to do the same way we do the breathing. Breathe in, breathe out and lift your toes towards my hands. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. Lift your toes.
What am I doing in your...
Breathe in, breathe out and lift. That's it. Perfect. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. And breathe in, breathe out and lift. Beautiful. Yeah, so these little muscles in here, it's sort of like there's a whole bunch of tiny little muscle structures in underneath there. So anywhere you're getting swelling, you can imagine that swelling is often lymph, and lymph detoxes the body.
Listen, you imagine these things. I just imagine a bone and a piece of skin with a bit of stewing steak in between. I relate much better to cows.
I have very little experience with cows.
You never worked at meatworks?
No, I did not.
You went for half a day and got sick.
Did I? I don't remember that at all.
You probably didn't get on.
So now, just because there's been a little bit of stress going on, I just want to reintegrate a few little pathways in the brain, because quite often when we get cramps, it can just initiate some stress and pain stuff going on.
Bloody was painful.
And then we start not trusting our body again. So let's firstly check in relation to trust and trust issues. Hold out for me. So that's just asking the brain. So your brain's not very trusting at the moment. And sometimes when our body starts doing silly things we don't like, we start not trusting our body to do what we need to do.
I didn't trust my body, but anyway, I'll take your word for it.
Well, you just get used to not doing things that cause you pain. So you just avoid doing things that cause, so if you went for a big 10K walk out on the bitumen, it might cause you so much pain that you just don't do it again. So your brain is just clever.
I stopped doing the 10Ks walks because someone told three of us that we weren't going fast enough, so we weren't allowed to be in it. And I was pissed off.
Trust and trust issues. That'll do it. Hold out. That's better. Yeah, right. And then the frontal cortex. So once again, the same mineral deficiencies that cause cramping can actually cause memory lapses in the brain, or just feelings of, lack of motivation or sadness. So the frontal cortex is a little bit exhausted. So in relation to sadness, despondency, feeling bummed out, lack of motivation. And hold out. And the funny thing about physical pain is that it can take us into old emotional pain patterns, because it's the same part of the brain. Your brain doesn't know, like talking about your mum throwing scissors at your butt when you're a kid, sort of that sort of thing, can create like a kinesiology scar that as well as a physical one.
Probably hadn't even thought about that for 20 years. Maybe more.
Sadness, despondency, depression. And hold. Beautiful. Yeah, right. So the next little one is a part of the hippocampus, the memory center that is specifically due to internal negative thinking. So it's when you've just got lots on your mind and you can't get it out. And hold, and you're double guessing yourself, thinking about things more acutely than you need to. Like your whole house situation has changed with, the addition of dogs and cats.
Grown-ups and small peoples.
Grown-ups and small peoples.
And of course we've got
and another dozen coming this weekend.
Open studio this weekend, and we've done Sweet FA. What? Oh, yeah.
And hold. Beautiful. Now RAS. Okay, so the reticular activating system. Are you actually consciously thinking of your legs and cramping when you're doing anything, wondering when you're going to get the next cramp at the moment?
Christ, no. You must think I've got little to think about.
Good. No. Because sometimes people do. They get something big and nasty like that, and then they're just tentative doing everything. Some people are like that. But it's because it caused so much pain that their nervous system's going, holy moly, don't do that to me again. So it's just keeping it ticking over in the mind.
I did stop climbing on ladders and things when I got the sodium deficiency, because that was because I was in danger of
falling over.
Well, I didn't know when it was going to strike me, so therefore I knew it would be far more dangerous if I was up a ladder than on the floor.
And hold. Beautiful.
And I suppose that might make me a bit anxious when Sterling stands on top of the ladder. And
I only asked that, by the way, because it was showing that because of the cramps, your body's gone into noradrenaline, which is long-term stress, but that chews up your magnesium faster. So I've just calmed that down.
That might have been in the back of my brain somewhere, but it wasn't anything conscious.
Yeah.
Normally I feel a cramp as soon as it's coming, and even if I'm doing something at the gym, I immediately just flex into doing nothing.
Yeah, and that's enough, yeah.
Until I get rid of the cramp and either alter the pose or do something different.
Yeah, no. And pretty much that's exactly creating that. It's the nervous system creating vigilance, so you're on the lookout for when it starts, and then you just do you've got a solution. But there's low serotonin at the moment. Are you sleeping okay?
Have I slept okay in my life?
Okay. So,
well, I've just altered my gym program because they've changed everything. I can now do 4 sessions on 3 nights. that are all in the evening, so I won't have to get up out of bed early.
Yeah, nice.
Even if I'm only going to get the 3 of them, but while Carmi is there, but she needs some exercise more than I do.
Yeah, hold out.
So we've got to just share our resources at present.
Definitely. So that little one there was just the 2 sides of your amygdala. So the amygdala stores all your pain.
I don't even know what an amygdala is.
Don't you know it in a cow? So it's a part of the brain that
It's
stores.
in a cow.
That's in a cow.
They didn't tell us about amygdalas. I know about intercostals.
So the amygdala's in the brain.
Shh.
The amygdala's in the brain, and it's where you store the pain and punishment circuits, your depression circuits, your fear, threat, danger, rage, anger. So there's
I did very few sessions of cleaning the brain.
So basically the little connections from your left to right amygdala aren't optimal at the moment, but
right.
stress will do that because it shrinks the amygdala. So then we get stuck in either logical thinking or creative thinking. Anyway, good. That's back up and running. Anything else we need to do? Good. I'll just give this a bit of a stretch just to make it feel better. Actually, we might do, this time, I'm going to get you to breathe in. When you're breathing out, just push towards my hands. Okay, breathe in, breathe out and push towards my hands. Yep. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and push. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and push. Perfect. Cool.
You don't know how many exercises we do there at Pilates and yoga.
Well, it does. It just keeps on helping to reset them. We're also stressed these days. Everyone's shoulders tends, because the shoulders being uptight, it's about fight and flight. So it's about the nervous system getting
Is that why
tighter.
they keep rabbiting on and telling you to keep your ears away from your shoulders?
Yeah, because as soon as it comes up, none of that's working. And as soon as our shoulders are lifted, our brain isn't. It compresses all of this area of the brain. So we're more likely to get headaches, stress,
anxiety. The other one that I
anxiety.
don't understand, they tell us to use your muscles under there to pull your arms in. I think, God, I hope you do.
Yeah, well, it will improve the longer you do it. Okay, well done. Thank you.
Ooh, ooh.